Media Manager for PSP gives you the tools you need to transfer game saves, games, photos, music, video, PSP magazines, documents, web bookmarks, and RSS feeds from your computer to your Sony PlayStation Portable Entertainment System. In this series of tutorials, you'll learn how to use Media Manager for PSP to move the media you want from your PC onto your PSP system. The Media Manager for PSP interface makes transferring your media files very easy. The interface shows you both the contents of your computer and the contents of your PSP, so you can easily copy files from the PC to the PSP, as well as from the PSP to the PC. Launch the Media Manager for PSP application now. If you've never registered with the GraceNote online database before, the GraceNote registration wizard pops up. If you ran through this wizard earlier, even if you did so in a different application, it may not come up again. If it does come up, click the Cancel button and we'll revisit the wizard in a later lesson. You use the Mode buttons to choose the mode in which you want to work. For instance, with the Music Mode button selected, you can transfer your own music and audio files from your computer to your PSP. Before you attempt to transfer any media to your PSP, select the appropriate mode for the type of file you want to transfer. The PC pane enables you to explore your computer drives to find the files that you want to transfer to your PSP. The buttons in the PC pane button bar provide access to several different functions. These buttons change depending upon the mode you choose. For instance, in Music Mode, you have the Add Shortcut, Remove Shortcut, Create Folder, and Delete Folder and Contents buttons, as well as the Delete Files and Preview buttons, all of which we'll go over shortly. The rest of the PC pane features Windows Explorer type tools that help you to navigate the folders on your computer drives that contain the media you want to transfer. The Tree View shows different file locations for each mode. For instance, in Music Mode, the Tree View shows the My Music folder that exists in the My Documents folder for your current Windows login account. It also shows the shared My Music folder that exists at Documents and Settings, All Users, Documents. If you've changed the name of the My Music folder under your current login or deleted it altogether, it won't appear in the Tree View. Later, you'll learn how to easily solve that problem. The List View shows you the contents of the folder into which you've navigated with the Tree View. You already know how to use Windows Explorer, so you'll have no trouble using the PC pane. If you've never connected a PSP to your computer, the PSP pane simply prompts you to connect your PSP device. Use a USB cable to connect your PSP to the computer now. Set your PSP to USB mode. If you don't know how to do that, consult your PSP user manual. If you've never used the Memory Stick Duo that's in your PSP with Media Manager for PSP, a dialog prompts you to give that volume a name. Enter My PSP in the text field and click OK. Immediately, the synchronization process kicks in. We'll talk more about the specifics of this when we discuss Settings Mode in a later lesson. For now, though, everything's in place for you to manage your media offline with Media Manager for PSP. The name you gave your Memory Stick Duo now appears in the Device Selector drop-down list. If you've previously used other Memory Stick Duos, they each appear here, and you can choose the device you want to manage with Media Manager for PSP from the Device Selector drop-down list, even if those other devices are not currently connected to your computer. The Memory Stick Duo you select from the list becomes the active one in the application, and you can now manage its media. The status bar displays the available space on the selected device. In fact, so that you can see how the new offline management feature works, even without a PSP connected to your computer, disconnect your PSP now. A slash appears through the PSP pane icon to indicate the lack of a connected device. But this doesn't mean you can't still manage the media for that device. The device drop-down list still shows My PSP, which indicates that Media Manager for PSP still recognizes the memory stick and its contents. You can manage those contents and then synchronize it with the PSP later. This makes it possible to set your PSP up exactly the way you want it, even if you don't have it currently available. The PSP pane contains Explorer-like controls similar to those in the PC pane. You can see that here you can manage the media in all of the available modes. Click the various modes in the Tree View. If, like mine, your Memory Stick Duo was empty when you connected the PSP earlier, then you see that the list contains nothing for each mode. In the next lesson, You'll add music files that you want to transfer to your PSP to the offline management queue, and then connect your PSP to see how synchronization works.